Hey, this is Rick Kasalj, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. In today's video, what I want to go through are a few quick tips to alleviate shoulder pain and popping. I'll get Jenna to go through the exercise, I'll highlight the details, and Jenna's going to go through the first one. Perfect. So the first one is T raises against the wall, and how it breaks down is you're coming up against the wall, you're going to lean up against the wall, so you've squatted down almost to 90, your head, shoulders and hips are against the wall, you're going to bring your upper arm and forearms against the wall, you're going to slide your forearms up against the wall as high as you can, and then you're going to come back down to the start. Good. And just continually alternating back and forth, moving the arms as high as you can to get a good stretch, and then returning back to the start position. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are 1, repetitions would be 5, time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position, and the intensity, with this one, it would be light. We're kind of doing a dynamic, static stretch with this exercise. And the purpose of this exercise is really to target areas in the shoulder that are tight, and that tightness is leading to your shoulder pain and the popping in your shoulder. So specifically what we're working on is that external rotation of your shoulder, which tends to be tight in a lot of people, especially those with shoulder pain. Now moving on to the second exercise. Okay, so lying shoulder rotations. So how this is working is you're lying down on the floor, you're going to bring the arm out to the side, and then you're going to rotate your head and shoulders until you get a good stretch in the front of the shoulder of the arm that's outstretched to the side. Good. And then you're going to go from one side and you'll go to the other side, arm outstretched, rotating the head and the shoulders away from that arm, holding that end position where you have a good stretch, and you're going to hold that stretch for about 5 seconds and then relaxing off. Okay, when it relates to the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, so alternating back and forth. Time would be 5 seconds, so holding that end position for 5 seconds. And then looking at the intensity would be light. This is a static stretch that we're working on. And the purpose of the exercise is to target the front of the shoulder. These muscles in the front of the shoulder tend to be tight in the vast majority of people, especially in those people with shoulder pain. Okay, moving on from the second exercise to the third one. There you go. So this is a sleeper stretch. And how this one works is you're lying down on your stomach. You're going to bring the arm across and in front of your head. You're going to kind of bend the elbow and then lean into that shoulder. You're going to hold that for a few seconds, so ideally for 5 seconds, and then relaxing, and then you'll switch sides. So lying on your stomach, arm across, bending that elbow, leaning into that. And with this one, you're looking for a light stretch in the shoulder or in behind your shoulder. So here, let me pull. You're looking for, we'll go like this. You're looking for a stretch. It could be here, and it could carry on through here. Okay, now looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity. For this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, so alternating back and forth. Time would be 5 seconds, so you're holding that end position for 5 seconds. The intensity would be light. We're looking at a static stretch. And the purpose of this exercise, once again, we're targeting another area in the shoulder that tends to be stiff and tight, that's leading to shoulder pain and shoulder popping. Okay, moving on to the fourth and final exercise. And so this one, this is the figure 8. And how this one breaks down is you're in standing position, and then you're going to bring one arm behind and one arm above. You're going to interlace the fingers, and then you're going to pull those hands closer together. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds and then relax. Now, If you don't have the flexibility in your shoulder to go through the exercise, you can utilize something like a towel. So if you can't grab each arm, you can grab the towel, and then you can pull up with the top hand, which will stretch out this area in the bottom shoulder. And then you can pull the opposite way. So pulling down with the bottom hand, which pulls the top shoulder back, and that ends up stretching the front of the shoulder and the triceps area of that top shoulder. Perfect. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 2, so alternating back and forth. Time would be 5 seconds. You're holding that end position for 5 seconds. And the intensity for this one is light. And the purpose of this exercise, once again, is to target the areas that tend to be tight with people with shoulder pain, specifically targeting internal and external rotation of the shoulders. Now, I said that was the last exercise, but I was wrong. We have one more for you, and Jenna will run through it. Okay, so this one is shoulder circles. So how this one is working, you're in standing, you're going to shrug up, and you're going to roll through, and you're going to go through like a full circle with the shoulders. Shrugging up, rolling back, and then back to the front. So you're doing a full circle with the shoulders. Now, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity, for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time would be smooth, controlled movement with a quick stop at the end position. The intensity for this one is light, and the purpose of this is we're doing a dynamic stretch, and we're loosening up the shoulder joint, but also firing and turning on muscles around the shoulder that oftentimes tend to be turned off with people with shoulder pain and popping shoulders. Okay, so there you go. Give those 5 exercises a go if you have shoulder pain and popping shoulders. Now, if you want some of my best tips and tricks when it relates to overcoming shoulder pain, what I recommend you do is click right here. I have a brand new free report called 5 Tips and Tricks That Fight Shoulder Pain and Tightness. Just click right here. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you're watching this on a mobile device, tablet, or smartphone, head down below in the description and click the first link, which will be exercisesforinjuries.com/shoulders. Let me know where to send you that report, and I'll send you that report right away. Now, if you got benefit from this video, make sure to like this video. If you have a question or comment for me, leave it down below in the comment section. And lastly, hit subscribe to get future pain relieving videos.